Shalom and good evening. My name is Tamar Ishalom, and I'm happy to open the 6th Global Forum for Combating Anti-Semitism here in Jerusalem in the presence of dignitaries from Israel and around the world. The Global Forum convenes under the auspices of the Israel Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry for Diaspora Affairs, and is the most important gathering of its kind for assessing contemporary anti-Semitism and other forms of hate, and for developing effective strategy and means of response. We have an incredible gathering here of more than 1,200 people, political, cultural, religious leaders, intellectuals, journalists, and activists in civil society, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and other. We have a lot of work to do in the coming days in order that we come together around joint strategies and ideas. Stronger, gathered together, welcome to Israel and to Jerusalem. I would like to invite our conference chair, Ran Yaakoby, Director of the Department for Combating Anti-Semitism in the Israel Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to deliver words of welcome.
Shalom, good evening. Mr. Naftali Bennett, Minister of Education and Diaspora Affairs of Israel. Mr. Nikolai Mladenov, Special UN Coordinator for the Middle East Peace Process. Mr. Ronald Loda, President of the World Jewish Congress. Mr. Yuval Rotem, Director General, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ministers of Justice from Europe and Minister Ayelet Shaked. Ambassador David Friedman, dear Maim Bialik. Ministers of the government of Israel and from around the world, members of the Knesset and guest parliamentarians, ambassadors, official delegations, heads of Jewish organizations, Muslim, Christian, and other religious leaders from Israel and around the world. Members of academia and civil society, representatives of the media, dear participants, dear friends, Shalom. It is my honor and great pleasure to officially announce the opening of the 6th Congress of the Global Forum for Combating Anti-Semitism here in the eternal capital of Israel, Jerusalem. We are gathered here for a common concern, the spread of hate speech in general, and of anti-Semitism in particular. We have planned this Congress under an all-new thematic and in-depth structure, hoping to be, as always, the most relevant, contemporary, and still comprehensive and bigger than before Global Forum for Combating Anti-Semitism. We are gathered here from the Middle East, from Europe, from the USA and Canada, and from Latin America and elsewhere. Gentlemen, ladies, all together, we are here citizens of 83 different countries. Together, we are uniting to stop hate. Acting together on combating anti-Semitism, we prove that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Our task is not simple. It requires creativity and forcefulness in various forms and fields that we aspire to cover over the next 2 days. For this purpose, we have devised for you a conference that focuses on 3 main pillars: hate in the age of new politics, ways and means for combating anti-Semitism and hate, and web anti-Semitism and cyber hate. For the first time, we are hosting a regional conference in Spanish on anti-Semitism in Latin America, divided into various panels with over 80 speakers and keynote speeches by world leaders and influential figures. We believe you will be able to get the big picture, but also choose where to zoom in according to your interests. We welcome you to ask questions, create collaborations, and gather ideas to assist in your personal and organizational activity to stop hate and to fight anti-Semitism efficiently. It is about our present and about the future. It is about our children and our social and political environment. This year we will end our conference on March 21st, the day set by the United Nations as the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. Anti-Semitism is a global problem, and the fight against it is part of the fight against hate and discrimination. History teaches us that the hate wave might begin with the Jewish people, but it does not stop with Jews only. Therefore, combating anti-Semitism is of global interest, and it should be a concern of each and every concerned citizen on this globe. Before I conclude my opening remarks, I would like to thank the hard work and support of my colleagues and various partners in organizing this conference. Especially, I would like to thank our small but extremely dedicated team in the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who worked day and night to make this happen. And also our partners in the Ministry of Diaspora Affairs and in the Ministry of Justice. Without the immense support and effort given on all levels throughout this last sleepless year, we wouldn't have come to this. I would like once again to thank you all for participating in this event in Jerusalem, aiming to continue our effort to turn words into action. I wish you successful deliberations and fruitful collaborations as a result of taking part in the 6th Global Forum for Combating Anti-Semitism. Welcome. ברוכים הבאים. תודה רבה and shalom.